What is up, y'all? It's your girl, Brand New, and honey, I am back in the building. This time, honey, I'm back with old nasty part 2 of Kenya Moore on Kandi'S' Speak On It. Let's get right into it, you guys. Let's pick up where we left off.
You know what? I still like LaToya. Mm-hmm. I don't think that she thinks, we just don't think the same way. And I've tried to tell her, don't do this, don't say that, don't blah, blah, blah. Everyone has. Cynthia has said it. You have said it. Mm-hmm. She doesn't listen to anyone's advice.
Your ass don't listen to what everybody got to say either. So why are you being so hard on LaToya? Do you guys feel like Kenya's being really hard on LaToya? I wonder what's coming up. Like, do they have like this massive falling out? I really got to see how this goes. Because so far, Kenya, I'm just getting that you can't control Toya. So all of a sudden you don't like her and you don't like that she's hanging with people that you're not cool with. That's what I'm getting.
In defense, some people would say to you, some people would say to you, don't say that, Kenya. Why did you just say that? So do you listen all the time?
I mean, you guys know that. They're both Aquarius.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, that's right. You know what? I love that she is a free spirit. She asked for us to get her out of trouble, and she doesn't listen to our advice. That's the difference.
Yeah.
You know, so I stay in trouble, so it's it's nothing for me.
I think she's coming for your title, though, as far as a person that stays in trouble.
She can have it.
I don't know, you guys. How do I feel about LaToya? LaToya is not Kenya. She just isn't. I need to see more, but to me, she don't read all that good. We see the confrontation coming up with Drew and LaToya, but I think she's a baby Kenya in the making, but she's not on Kenya's level. Kenya came hard season 5. You got to give it to her. She really did her first season, and LaToya is just not matching that. Even Drew and Porsha, right? And to me, Drew is like really giving it, right? But she's not even on that Porsha level. Y'all remember the intensity that Real Housewives of Atlanta had going on season 5 when Kenya and Porsha came on? Those two were like really strong. And, you know, 2 different ways. Drew and LaToya, they're not that. But Drew, to me, has that edge over LaToya. She's a family girl. She's likable. To me, LaToya is... I don't know. She just strikes me as somebody being cool today, and then the next day she may be aloof. You know, like, I don't know. It's something about her I'm not really feeling for the show. I don't think we will see her with a peach. I could be wrong. Fallon, they need to have her on more, because how the hell can we make out if she's a good person, or, you know, if we like her, we don't like her. Kenya, you know, had a lot of good to say about Fallon, but that's Kenya's perspective based off what she saw. We ain't really saw shit. So hopefully more of Fallon is coming up, you guys. That way we could see, you know, how we feel about Fallon. And Fallon, isn't she through Porsha? She came on through Porsha, so... I don't know. That's interesting, especially since Kenya and Porsha are at odds. But that shouldn't get in the way of Fallon and Kenya being cool and being cordial, right? That should be fine, you know.
She stays in trouble.
She stays in trouble, and she doesn't see that other people don't have her best interest in mind.
Who is these other people? I'm thinking it's Porsha. What do y'all think?
Season is like a roller coaster. It's like some people are cool, some people are, you know, go through these things. But specifically, even if we just touch on the simple fact of what did happen at the first party that they cut out, Porsha and I did speak after that. We squashed it and we became cool in the season. Is a lot of people, the fans, they get upset if I'm cool with Porsha or if I'm cool with you. Then they feel like,
But they do that to everyone, which is not cool. Like, stop bullying us about who we can be friends with.
Right.
Either you know what I'm saying? Like, stop bullying us. Like, if we have a connection with someone, we have a connection with someone.
Okay, so if LaToya has a connection with Porsha, then bitch, what's the problem, right? Okay, didn't you just say that?
And those connections can vary. It could be, you might be a lightweight friend to this one.
Right.
You might be a real friend to this one. You might be a ride or die for this other one over here. So our friendships are ever evolving, and there are levels to this.
Right.
And if we, as girls, if we see something that happens and we address it and we truly want to move forward and move on, then let us.
Right.
You know what I mean? Don't be over here ride or dying for this person. How can you be friends with that person? Like, that's just some high school.
Bitch, that's what you did last season when Porsha got back cool with Nene. Okay, and I will be playing the motherfucking clips. Okay?
Why are the two of you missing lashes? Did y'all pry them lashes off?
They were in my eye.
That is not how y'all lashes came off.
What? Can we get more lamb chops, please?
Clearly they made up in their little one-on-one, because now they back to calling each other big sis, little sis.
You guys are asking Nene about our conversation. I suggest we do one more thing that'll be super fabulous, and this is actually kind of piggybacking off of the spirit of Nene and I talking. Okay. I was thinking Tanya and I could host a little event for us.
A soiree?
Yes. I was just wondering if y'all were down with our ruin party. So, if you have anything you want to get off your heart, we're going to put it amongst the rest of the ruins, and it is done. It will never be brought up again.
Say it again, honey.
Sounds like a host takeover to me.
I live for the host to take over, honey.
I don't understand why Porsha wants us to clear the air publicly when she and Nene just cleared the air privately. It's a recipe for disaster.
Kandi'S not here for Porsha to be taking over. Oh, she mad. She was fired up, honey.
How is that? Very good. Thank you for asking. Nene and I definitely had an issue that we ended up taking public, and it got really, really ugly. And then we both gave up on the friendship. But today, we had a conversation at the vineyard, and it was a lot of tears. It was a lot of just expressing ourselves to each other, something we hadn't really done. And I'm just happy to have her back in my life.
All right. Well, that's good.
After hearing everything that I've heard Porsha say about Nene, I think she would just be the last person to fall for Nene's BS.
See, she didn't want Porsha and Nene to be cool. Now, it's just interesting that her ass is on that Speak On It saying different things. Well, people should be okay with other people making up and, girl, bye. Bye, twirl. That's why I can't take her seriously. And I got the motherfucking receipts. Okay? What he said, menace to society. I got the motherfucking tape.
Anybody else?
All right.
You should be at least 18 and over watching Real Housewives of Atlanta.
For sure.
Okay, so act like you're 18 and over.
Mm-hmm. So let's move right along. I don't want to get to I'm still before this episode.
Okay.
Let's move on to one of the most talked about episodes. Wait, before I go to that, have you noticed how everybody was saying, "Oh, Housewives is so boring"?
Oh, right.
Then all of a sudden, after it heated up with this,
they got problems still.
Yes. Now they say it's the best season ever.
Bitch, ain't nobody said that, Kandi. You are a motherfucking lie. This season is not y'all best season. It was boring. It will continue to be boring if some of you all do not leave. Y'all mark my words. They need to get rid of some of them. Some of them can be friends to the show we see here or there. And I think, honestly, Kandi can go. Cynthia can go. Kenya, she could go. All of them, they could kind of be friends of the show and bring in some new girls. That's the only way I see this lasting. But yeah, if it wasn't for y'all going to South Carolina, having Bolo and all this other shit going on, it just would have been whack. And I get it. It's kind of hard to have a really good season with the pandemic, but I don't think the pandemic, see, they go get on here, you guys, blaming it on COVID and the pandemic. No, we just sick of y'all and these recycled, reusable ass storylines, especially you, Kenya. Because we heard from your own damn father on last night's episode, and that's a damn shame. Shout out to Kenya's dad. I love Kenya's dad. He is so funny to me. He was like, you've been separated for most of your marriage. I said, I know that's right. Shit, we sick of that shit. She even gets her ass on this speak on it, you guys, and says that her and Mark still love each other. Bitch, if you don't get a fucking divorce, okay? Quit that bullshit, all this tic-tac-toe bullshit, okay? Be done with him, Kenya. Twirl. Be done with Mark, please. I don't care what love song he is, trying to play for you. Okay? If you were smart as your fans say you are, okay? Because some of y'all, she's so smart. Oh, Porsha's so stupid. I even saw a review from a Kenya fan. Porsha she's not on Kenya's level, and she just, she's dumb and she's stupid. That Kenya Moore is so smart. Meanwhile, Miss Smart Ass Kenya Moore is in this stupid relationship with Mark Daly. And it's not even a relationship, okay? It's not even a marriage. Never lived together, had a kid. She didn't even get a prenup. How is this bitch so smart? Like, some of the people that do commentary on these women, y'all need to be, I don't know, y'all need to be analyzed, okay? For real, all of y'all need to be, most of her fans, y'all need to be, what is the word, honey? Miss Robinson trying to think of the word. Psychiatrically, and for real, your psychology, it needs to be investigated. You can like somebody, but they doing all kinds of dumbass shit. They're not smart. You are smart when you are making good choices that serve you. Can you make mistakes? Absolutely, we all do. But to be 50 years old with a baby, with a man that don't want to be bothered with you, and you keep trying to put it out there, he loves you so much, like, girl, stop. And we just sick of it. And some of y'all need to quit with this, well, y'all just hate Kenya. And no, don't nobody hate her. She's just not that smart. And y'all love to say, well, Porsha is just so stupid. Yeah, Portia's a bit dingy. I will admit that. But Porsha did not marry Dennis, okay? She has a child's father that has money, okay? That baby will, be well off, so she did good there. Dennis is a womanizer. He ain't no damn good. But at least with Dennis, it looks, okay? This is what it looked like now, honey, okay? It may be different, but at least it looks like he cares for Porsha. He's always trying to hang around and be around her and her friends. We never see that out of Mark. You goddamn Kenya commentary fans. Y'all need to quit. Well, Porsha, she ain't in no better situation than yes, the fuck she is. I know it don't look like it, but yes, she is. And if all you can say is Kenya is married and Porsha is not, that's not enough reason to say Kenya is doing better than Porsha. Because this bitch has been separated for about as long as she's been in her marriage. And Mark ain't never lived with her. He never feels comfortable with the cameras. Dennis, we see him. He don't mind the cameras being there. He don't mind showering Porsha with gifts. The only issue I really have with Dennis is him being a womanizer. I want somebody better for Porsha. She doesn't need that headache. But other than that, I don't have an issue with Dennis. He just seems a lot more down to earth than Mark. Okay, so y'all miss me with she's so smart and, she's not a match for Porsha. And no, she about dingy as Porsha. If worse, I think she's worse than Porsha. I will say that.
Right. Okay. Thank you. I'm like, first of all, y'all got to give us some grace because let's remember.
I ain't giving you horror shit. It's a wrap for y'all. Y'all need to leave. Exit quietly and be friends to the show.
When you're introducing new characters and everything,
don't y'all dare blame this whack ass season on COVID. It's the fact that we keep seeing you Golden Girls on this damn show. I'm sick of you whores.
We're in the middle of the coronavirus, COVID-19, a pandemic.
civil unrest, all of this stuff happening, people rioting in the streets, people being killed in front of us on television.
That ain't got shit to do with this whack ass cast. They ain't got nothing to do with nothing, twirl. Okay, and you can miss me with that boo boo. Oatmeal pie face. Shout out to Phaedra, honey. Shout out to Phaedra. That's who y'all need to bring back. See, if they bring Phaedra back, then they all can stay. Cynthia, Kenya, and Kandi, I wouldn't have an issue. But if Phaedra not coming back, I'm sick of all of you all. You all can be friends to the show. Let's add Fallon. I need to see more of Fallon before we add her. LaToya can go. I'm not really interested in her no more. Drew needs to stay. I like Drew for the show. Drew got a mouth on her. I like it.
It was a really dark and hard time.
Exactly.
And then it started seizing again. It's unprecedented. How do we shoot a television show in the middle of all of this going on?
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? And we started also very late this season too. And then we only had 5 housewives also.
Exactly.
And then the 5th housewife wasn't even shooting with us for seems like half the season.
You know,
she throwing shade at Drew, but at least Drew's husband, honey, is in the house with her. Well, that's except for when he likes to disappear for 3 days, but nonetheless, he brings his ass back and doesn't go and live in another state, okay, and have another life, Kenya, like yo man, okay?
Everybody, sometimes a season does take a little time of getting an adjustment, and then once we did, we was on fire.
No, the rest of the season, the season really began in South Carolina.
On the trip.
That's when it started.
Yes.
Okay,
so
yes,
the night of the party.
Yes.
It was a little buck wild.
I went wrong. Okay, take it back.
Not a little, everybody know. It was a lot buck wild.
It was literally bucking going on, but yeah.
Oh my gosh.
Literally bucking. Go on.
So my question is, for the people, we have to ask, what made you so adamant about putting people on blast about what they did or did not do at the night of the bachelorette party?
She doesn't really have a storyline besides what's going on with Mark. I will answer that for her. That's why she does a lot of back and forth. But see, Kenya, that's going to get old for you after a while. All of us are sick of the Mark storyline, so you need something else.
I was bored. No. Let me be messy. I'm bored.
So, okay, well, here's for me. Did you feel like you had the right to say it because...
I had the right to say it because we are working and we are in a cast house that we're all sharing. And there are no secrets when you're in a cast house. That's how I felt. Mm-hmm. I understand it was your party. I understand all of those terms, but I didn't see any NDA come across my desk, so I'm talking.
So, okay, well, what do you say to the people in theory who feel like you're slut shaming?
Well, I would say you need to look at those people that I'm talking about because they have slut shamed all of us, and they have also talked about people being lesbians too. Do you remember the season? I believe it was season 5. And that Porsha said something about Nene and Cynthia being lesbians, and she kind of made a face about it and things like that. And let's not talk about the sermon she did, where she was talking about whores and gays and everyone in between needed salvation. So please,
that wasn't on the show.
And y'all remember that was a part of Porsha's past that I told y'all that was going to come up, and it looked like Kenya will be bringing that up on the reunion. I told y'all that was, that's something that will be discussed about Porsha. So, but Kenya, and this is exactly what I was talking about with her about. She was alluding to the fact that Porsha was slut-shaming women on this show. She said that about Phaedra as well. And all I could say, Kenya, is your behavior made you look slutty. It did. Flirting with a married man, getting in your confessional, saying that he's fine, letting him throw you in a pool. You kept texting this man after his wife told you not to, only to cry and, feel so down on your luck when it turned out that Mark was texting and sexting with a woman from his past. See, karma is a bitch, and what goes around, honey, it comes right back around. But a lot of times people are not able to deal with it, and they want to feel, like this victim, and you're not a victim, So I think if Kenya would have behaved differently when she came on this show, she wouldn't have been called a slut, right? Okay.
Show. Okay, well, it was said, and she also tried to say I was sleeping with some one-eyed married African man that I was not, and I've never known.
But you and Claudia accused her of doing the same thing. So, what's good for the goose, Kenya, is good for the gander. I'm just saying.
And it goes on and on and on. She also talked about Claudia Jordan and I sleeping with people and not getting any money for it or anything for it. She also talked, I could go on and on. I'll save it for the reunion.
So you feel justified.
You got your whole list.
I know.
You ready? She is like armor with the bullets already cocked and loaded.
I'm sitting here like,
I'm like, wait, what?
Okay. The fans tend to forget and have short memories when it comes to their favorites. But the truth of the matter...
Y'all hear that? She knows that Porsha is a fan favorite. And Porsha is a fan favorite. She's likable. She isn't my favorite. Nene will always be my favorite on this show. She just is the person that I gravitate to the most. But, I do like Porsha. I can't say like, oh my God, I'm this big Porsha fan. But I do like Porsha probably the most out of who's on there now. Because I feel like Porsha is genuine. She's fun. She's feminine. She's a girly girl. She likes to have a good time. She's a Cancer like me. I see a lot of, myself in Porsha.
Is if you look at historically speaking, Porsha and other people have slut shamed me and several others.
Like I said, your behavior was a certain way when you got on this show. And I don't like how Don and Kandi, but I guess Kandi wouldn't do that since they're friends. But I felt like she should have held Kenya to task. Because I remember when they weren't friends and Kandi was really cool with Phaedra, she held Kenya to task, for her bad behavior with Apollo, her inappropriate behavior. But yeah, you were called those names, Kenya, because of your behavior. Other than that, nobody, I don't think they would have called you that. It wouldn't have been no reason.
People in our cast remember Claudia Jordan, so please don't
stop bringing up that one-hit wonder Claudia Jordan. The bitch was never asked to come back on the show because being biracial, it's just not a credible storyline. It just, no one cares about that. That's so many other people's experience. Other than that, Claudia is just messy. She's a friend of yours. And that's it. I like Claudia, on Fox Soul. I think that the interviewing and that type of thing is for her, but Claudia is messy. We seen her come for Jennifer Williams. On that Next 15 show, we didn't see her come at, different people. And I don't know, with Claudia, I don't feel like Claudia is genuine for reality TV. She's just not interesting. She's only interesting unless she is like trying to bully somebody and be disrespectful and aggressive. That's all Claudia has. Other than that, she's not all that interesting. Not to me.
Act like this is brand new to this show or to her.
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
I understand that. Do you feel that sometimes you just get the bad rap because you're vocal about how you feel, and that's just kind of something like no matter what you say, they're gonna just give you the bad rap? Say that's just Kenya.
Yeah, listen, I'm tough, I'm strong, and I'm strong-willed, and I really just don't care what people think I'm going to say the truth. I didn't lie on anyone. Mm-hmm. And that is what made me upset too. Yeah, I'm playing around. At first I really didn't care, mm-hmm. And I just kind of brought it up. And, we were doing the investigation and things like that. And then when things turned and I was called a liar and I was hearing things that wasn't shown on screen about being sued and all that stuff, I'm like, oh no, see, now you've gone too far. Now you have gone too far. Now I'm going to make it a point to tell the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth. But you can't handle the truth.
So, okay, and I get this, Key, because I think, we're both very vocal, but so have you ever walked out or seen a season back and been like, oh my God, what am I doing?
Oh, come on, every season.
Yeah, every season you on here acting a damn fool.
Every season I feel like that.
Oh, speaking of which... I know you have done some outrageous things and she has said some outrageous things, but you and Marlo have come to a good place.
Yeah.
And so is that still today? Are y'all still in a good place?
Yeah. Did I see her the other day? I feel like I saw her the other day. We talk all the time. We are in a good place. Like Marlo, I never really wanted to fall out with her anyway. Mm-hmm. But I just thought that, you know what, girl, why are you hitting me below the belt about a housewarming party? But for her, it was much deeper than that. It was a rejection. And I think that is a part of her that really, she's very sensitive about.
So the thing that is also, now the relationship that is bad, that is continuing, is you and Drew.
Yeah, which I
you and Drew
understood.
And you and Porsha. Those two relationships are just like...
They're the same person.
That is very interesting to me because I told you all that Drew and Porsha reminded me a lot of each other, and we see that they are both cool. So it's very interesting for Kenya to say they're like the same person. I was like, wow, okay.
They are the same person. They are the same person. The only thing is Drew is smarter, but they are...
Ooh. Kenya, you ain't right.
Are the same person. No, listen, I see things on a different level. Y'all take seasons to catch up to me.
Was that just a read? Did you just call us slow? She just basically was like, your candy coated slow or something. Like, what?
Okay. No, it's true. I try to warn people about... Anyway, I'm not going to go backwards, but several people in the group, whenever I have said anything about them, everything has always come to its head to be true. Okay? I'll let y'all marinate on that.
Okay, my thing is, I feel like...
But Drew, listen, let me say this. I don't have a problem with Drew like that. I see that she's just grasping for relevancy.
Oh.
No, is that...
She is relevant.
Is that a
grasping
thing?
for relevancy? Yeah, you just basically said she's not relevant.
That's a fact. I mean, that's a fact.
I think she's been good for the show.
No, I didn't say the show. I mean,
relevancy.
The show makes you relevant. And what you do...
It made you relevant because all I knew of Kenya, you guys, was this girl doing these little 5-minute spots on, the shows from the 90s, like I told y'all. So Drew has an impeccable resume. She didn't work with some of the best in the business. So for Kenya to kind of go in on her and say, oh, well, she's only relevant because of the show. No, she got a fan base. People know who she is.
She wasn't relevant before. She had many years of not working.
And so have you, because that's how your ass, if you was all up in Hollywood, and white Hollywood or black Hollywood, y'all remember what Dee said, if you was really popping like that, Kenya, Miss USA, your ass wouldn't have been on this show. Okay, so I'm going to need for you to shut your ass up because you're not making no sense. Y'all should see how Don Juan is looking at her like, bitch, speak for yourself.
She's here because she needs to work again.
Kenya.
You need to work too. You needed the check, okay?
Yes, it's true. I'm not saying she came from obscurity. I'm saying in the
technically you are.
recent years, she hasn't had a job.
But what if she was to say, well, Kenya, I saw you on Waiting to Exhale.
Lionel, you haven't danced with me all night.
That was Kenya's only part in Waiting to Exhale. Whitney Houston paid your ass dust. You went on to dance with Lionel, and that was it. Okay, you was like Judy from Family Matters, girl. Did nobody pay attention to you? Okay, we don't know you, girl.
Where? But what she say? Where since then?
She good.
I have a 30-year career.
I'm just saying.
Doing what? Shit. Doing what? These little 2-minute, 5-minute, you only had, and I used to act and stuff too. I never was, not on no Hollywood level, honey, okay? Because they not ready for Miss Robinson, but hear me out. I know y'all rolling your damn eyes, sucking your damn teeth. I done read scripts, and I done shot a little bootleg movie, and, I done did a few things, but I've did monologues. Y'all have seen, some of the stuff that I used to do in my group set, but Kenya, you had and I actually went to 2 performing arts schools where you got to remember lines and stuff. So I'm not somebody that that's just commenting on a show that hasn't had any acting experience, is what I'm saying. You have had very small roles. You've only had maybe a minute or 2 worth of lines. You don't say much when you have popped up on these TV shows. Okay, your acting performance is not memorable. Your best acting performance is the shit that you have did on this show. Okay, other than that, you're not the best actress. No, not like that. Mm-mm.
But what if she was
Drew, on the other hand, I see versatility in Drew, range. Drew has it going on. She really, I'm not just saying it, you guys, because I don't like Kenya. I think that Drew has way more talent than Kenya. I really do. And she knows it.
to say that?
Sean, I'm on a show right now. You can catch it, Family Reunion.
Bitch, ain't nobody watching that shit. I'm not watching. I'm not interested. And I'm a big Tia Mowry fan. Now, Tia can act. That's an actress. Okay, she has a range to her, too. That's the girl, Tamara's sister. And Tia is my favorite twin out of Tia and Tamara. Shout out to Tia Mowry. That's a real actress with range, Kenya. And I hope you are, taking notes on how to act, girl.
On Netflix.
She's fabulous when she's on it.
I was just
I
asking.
have a recurring role on there. And
Reoccurring. Other than that, your ass ain't no regular. So, girl, bye.
others coming up.
Okay. What I'm taking, what you're saying is to...
And Candy, you guys, is a good actress. I've seen Candy in a few things, and I was shocked. So, yeah, Candy has some range to her. But you always see Kenya playing the pretty girl role. That's it. That's, about all your ass do.
Stay a part of the show.
Yeah, and be relevant within the show.
Gotcha.
Exactly.
Right.
Yes.
That's the way I'm
trying to keep your job. Yes.
To stay a part of it.
Like you do shit and pull stunts and shows so you could keep your damn job, girl.
Show.
And stay on the show.
Well,
Yes.
well, I mean, and I'm not looking at taking the shade out of what she's saying. A lot of newbies have come and go.
Yes.
But the ones
They
that
have
stick
never
around,
stuck. None have stuck since me and Porsha. Not one.
That's true. And to me, the newbies ain't been as good as Kenya and Porsha, really, honestly.
They only stick like 2 years.
The most was Eva 2 seasons.
my point was saying,
Eva kept getting pregnant, honey. She said, that's going to be my storyline. That way they don't look up my credit and, see where I live at and stuff, I'm still a little disappointed, you guys, with Eva. How you guys feel about Eva? Some people want Eva to come back. I don't. Shit. Not if she ain't going to tell the damn truth. Shit. I don't want to hear that shit. I was a big Eva Marcel fan, though, when she was on Top Model. But, yeah, Eva is not good for Housewives.
Drew's worth a second season.
I feel that
I think that Drew will be on second season with a peach.
Drew will be back for another season.
Yeah,
she's worth a second.
And I feel that a lot of that is the fact that, well, she does have a great story of her own in her personal life with her marriage, and you know, she got multiple kids.
I agree, Kandi. I agree.
And her mother. That's a good story.
I'm just gonna let Kandi finish talking.
Let me finish my point before y'all start getting shady. Before y'all start. I'm gonna stick up with my little Taurus.
No, I love her. So I'm like, why that face?
Okay. What I'm saying is, I like her personal story, and then the fact that she also has, you know, different things happening between cast members definitely gives her that thing that needs to bring her back again. Absolutely. In my mind. So that
really quickly, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and stop the video right here. I do not want this video to be too long. We will continue more with Kenya Moore and Kandi Burruss on the Speak On It in the next video. Okay, you guys, so don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I am your girl, brand new, and I will check you guys out for part 3.